you. Okay. Yeah. Today is so fun.
Is it going to take?
Yeah, today is everything is good. Yes. Okay. The sound coming out. Test, test. Check, check. The sound coming out. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Now we're gonna start. Oh. Oh no. Today batteries. It's gone. Oh. Okay, no problem. I don't mind. Thank you. Right, so we're gonna start today's Kigan Service with the theme of the third principle of the mind. Yeah, today I'm already dealing with my sound test and all the I did wrong. It's now fixed, so please feel relieved. So let's start the service today. Okay. So we're gonna start with reciting the 2 words spoken by Buddha, written by Master Ryuho, the modern Buddha, who is reincarnated in this age and got inspiration from heaven at his 30 and attained great enlightenment. So these words was coming from heaven, the highest dimension in the spirit world. It's called the 9th dimensional world, where Socrates, Jesus Christ, Moses, and Buddha reside. Please feel warmth of the highest realm of the spirit world reciting this sutra. If you cannot recite, please read in your mind, seeing on the screen. The 2 words spoken by Buddha, Ryuho. There used to be the light in the great universe. The light is the energy of Buddha. People can live by this energy, and Buddha's energy has made human history. It will be supplied eternally. This eternal light comes from heaven and prevails on earth. This is the light of heaven. Through the prism of Buddha, there appeared the 7 colors of rainbow, arching over in the sky. Here you can see Buddha's mercy. Yellow is the color of teaching. White is the color of saving. Red is the color of justice. Purple is the color of obedience. Blue is the color of thinking. Green is the color of harmony. Silver is the color of progress. These 7 colors help each other, and there appeared Buddha land. Buddha land is shining brightly because of gathering of bodhisattvas. This is a land of love, or the land of mercy. This is a land of wisdom, or the land of teaching. Especially, this is a land of souls rest in peace. Real souls are the children of Buddha. The children of Buddha became real human beings. Real human beings have spirituality. The spirits are immortal powers. The spirits are immortal forces. The spirits are real entities. The physical bodies are the shadows of the spirits. It means you're the boat sailing down the great river. The great river is a symbol of the course of lives. Each of you sails down as a small boat, so you need a boatman. If it were not for your own boatman, you surely go aground. This boatman really means your mind. If your mind makes a mistake, the boat breaks into pieces by a large rock, and you also need a bamboo pole. This pole is the meaning of the 2 words. When you go down a rapid stream, you need to pant in a stream. Then you can change your course. The 2 words means the teaching of Buddha. Buddha enlightened and spoke the 2 words, and Buddha's teaching became a gold mine. This gold mine suggests various teachings. These are another expression of Buddha's truth. It brightens up your days. Or to put it another way, the fruits of Buddha's mercy. All of you, now here, listen to me. Never lose your way, now and forever. The guiding hand has already waved. Please follow this white hand and go straightly on and on. Your lives are not limited to this world only. They have three aspects: the past, the present, the future. Your paths have already gone by, yet still your mistakes will be kept in your minds. That is the reason why you should understand other people, and you yourself should reflect on what you have done. You and others are not different. On the contrary, both are children of Buddha, and brothers and sisters. Now then, love each other. Let us bring up each other, and it's time to forgive each other. This is the eternal law, which penetrates the present and the future. Yes, indeed, the light of the dark night. The dark night of this world is hell. It is also the same in another world. Since we came down to this world, the sun of the truth is scheduled to rise. Now we are watching rising sun. It will shed light to the future, to invite sad people to Buddha land. Now here I command, there shall not be conflict in this world. There shall not be distrust in this world. There shall not be crime in this world. There shall not be evil spirit in this world. There shall not be the devil in the next world. Only the ideal world, utopia, shall be realized. All of the people love each other, live harmoniously, believing in one another. The world is utopia. All of us could be the light of bodhisattvas, believing that the light has reality, believing that love has reality, believing that the truth has reality. These are the facts that should be conveyed. We, the light of bodhisattvas, get together, work together to keep right mind and live in tune with Buddha's words. Here we vow to do so. Okay, let us watch the welcoming video.
One source, one planet, one people. Under the sun of the truth that is now rising. The universal truth that transcends religious differences. Happy Science is a universal religion for today, founded by Master Ryuho Okawa in 1986, with members in over 100 countries. Beyond language, beyond skin color, beyond nations. To share a common understanding, to open a future filled with light. One source, one planet, one people. Welcome to Happy Science.
Okay, thank you for joining today. Oh, you can check it. Thank you. The sound is delaying, you know?
No,
Okay.
that's good.
Okay. Thank you so much. And thank you for joining today. I say that for the first comers online with flyers on the long tracks or on a beach, you can learn about the third principle from Lord El Cantare. That is the same being as Elohim in the Old Testament. That means the supreme God of the earth, the highest God being who guide us and who guided all the prophets in the past. Then he is now on earth as Master Ryuho Kawa. So this red book will be now published very soon, the beginning of December. So you can learn about the fundamental teaching of happy science. These teachings, principles were taught by Master Ryuho in the very beginning days of happy science, founded in 1986, and he started preaching officially from 1987 in March. So this is a preface to the principle of happiness. It was in the spring of March 1987 when I gave the first public lecture for salvation at the Ushigome Public Hall in Tokyo. I introduced the principle of happiness with a burning desire to save humanity. There are 4 principles of love, wisdom, self-reflection, and progress to become happy, and they are the modern fourfold path. It is not an exaggeration to say that the path of happy science for these past 4 years at the moment in 1990 was predicted in this first public lecture. So I can strongly say to you that this is a must-read, must-have book for every seeker of truth. So yeah, in these principles, he put his heart to establish new truth, but that had been taught in the past repeatedly by many messiahs, but he renewed the traditional teaching adjusted to modern society as modern messiah on earth. So he was very cautious to the teachings that is taught in the very correct way, because it will influence on the later generations for the 3,000 years in his perspective. Then we are very careful to publish these teachings in English. Then now, maybe 35 years passed from the foundation of happy science, established of happy science, we finally published this book. So you can learn of the teaching of happy science. What is it is the principle? What is the foundation of our teaching right now, today? All right. Then we're gonna go into the chapters first, starting from the teachings of the mind. Okay. So this is very great and important indication to us. In my first public lecture on March 8th, 1987, titled The Principle of Happiness, I introduced the 4 basic principles of happiness. That is love, wisdom, self-reflection, and progress. And in May of the same year, I gave my second lecture of the first principle, the principle of love. Yeah, so this is the second chapter. The principle of happiness is the generally saying about fourfold path. For fourth path is called the principle of happiness. And the principle of happiness will be unfolded into 4 principles: love, wisdom, self-reflection, and progress. And he told us before this principle of the mind, principle of happiness in the first lecture, principle of love in the second lecture. And today we're gonna go on to the principle of the mind that is not out of fourfold path, because based on this pattern, today's lecture should have been on the second principle, the principle of wisdom. So please remember that exploring the right mind is a prerequisite for acquiring vast knowledge. That is why at Happy Science, we teach the exploration of the right mind before the four principles of love, wisdom, self-reflection, and progress. So again, the exploration of the right mind is most important. At Happy Science, I will introduce a grand system of wisdom as the second principles of happiness. But your spiritual discipline must start from learning the teachings of the mind. Okay, this should constitute 70 to 80% of your spiritual training discipline. Okay, because only by looking within yourselves and attaining enlightenment can you broaden your perspective and develop a great and noble character. You must not forget this process. All right, so we learned now, before going to four principles, fourfold path, we should learn exploring the right mind today. This is a prerequisite to go to the next stage of the fourfold path: love, wisdom, self-reflection, and progress. Okay, so this is a very important service, and you can learn the core part of the Happy Science, because if after you learn the fourfold path, and if you are the same person as before, the teachings is in vain. Okay, so Happy Science teaches you to change your mind, to change your character at last. Otherwise, you cannot say you learned Happy Science. Okay, this is what I'd like you to remember today, throughout today. So, in a nutshell, to change your mind is to change the world. But we can go through the rest of these services about the rest of principles out of 10 principles following in the following services. But we can focus on today to change our mind. So before going to the thing to change the mind, how we can find our mind? Yeah, this is today's subject. Yeah, we have mind, but it's invisible. Yeah, you can say you have mind and I have mind, but we cannot see what is the mind. So in the very practical way, we can go today to see what is our mind. Okay. So I'm gonna go to the second and third chapter. Today's subject that you saw already is mind before wisdom. Yeah. Yes, the last previous service, we learned the relationships between love and wisdom. Yeah, that is supplementing each other. Wisdom strengthens love, and love needs wisdom sometimes. But today, as the basis or foundation to know love and wisdom, we can learn about the mind. Then you can see on the screen, the mind is deepened into the soul as a next level. And that will be deepened more as the spirit. Okay. the final level. Not the final, but these 3 levels are there to deepen the mind. First 3, we can see the mind, and then the core part of the mind is spirit. And the spirit is such a form of astral body, so that it has shape like our body. So it's not totally spiritual. Then finally we can see as the spirit. This is a stage that you can recognize you as an invisible being, not a body. So let's listen to Master's lecture first.
その心の状態というのが、霊視によれば、調和された方は丸い丸い満月のようなボールのような形をしておるけれども、また心が偏っている人はこのボール型の心が様々に歪んでおるわけですね。ある人は感情の領域が非常に膨らんでおります。そのボールの中で感情の領域が非常に膨れております。また別の人は知性の領域だけが非常に膨れておるわけであります。これは例えば真理というものも学者のように学問的のみ追求しておって、30年40年の人生、あるいは50年60年の人生を生きてきた人というのは、その知性の領域だけが歪んだようになっておるのであります。あるいはこれ以外にも理性の領域というのもあります。冷徹な目で、見るのはいいけれども、何かそこだけが非常に発達しておって感動がない人たちですね。そうした人たちはこの理性の面、この部分が非常に出っ張った心の状態になっているわけであります。これ以外にも想念という領域がありますが、この心のボールの中の霊視で見れば上の部分であります。この上の部分に想念の部分というのが乗っかっているわけでありますが、この部分でも様々な想念感情というのを作り出しておる人がおります。そして人間の苦しみを、最大の苦しみを作っておるものは、この一目にはボールのように見える心の外見の中の想念の部分であります。
Okay. As Master said, firstly, if we say mention about the mind, we can see the many parts of the mind, dividing it into the 4 parts. Yeah, that is first emotion, as you see easily, and the next will, and the third intellect, and the fourth reason, logic. There are 4 parts if we call the mind at once, but that is divided into 4 parts. And then we can control the 4 parts of the mind, and then we can go deeper into it. Okay, so I'm taking the other book of the art of influence. This book today, this is already published, and then this gives you the practical tips to control your mind, and then it's connected to very progressive teaching from controlling our mind. So this is very connected to this today's subject. So I can introduce you in the book. So Master taught us like this. I often talk about my teachings on love, wisdom, self-reflection, and progress, which are vital principles for attaining happiness. And these 4 principles are associated with specific parts of your body. Your head mainly corresponds to the principles of What do you think? Head. Wisdom. All right. Good. And then progress. Yeah. Like this. So mainly the wisdom or intellect is on the, how can I say, a temporal lobe, right? Literal brain, lateral brain, right? And then progress is around here. Yeah. So these parts can work as wisdom or progress in the human body. And it's using intellect on this part, and it's using reason around this part. Okay, so sometimes people can shed the light from this part, or shed the will from this part to develop more as a business person who has strong will. Yeah. Then we can go deeper into this part later on. All right. So and then the head mainly corresponds to the principles of wisdom and progress, because they require a lot of mental thought. Okay. And the chest is the area that mainly corresponds to the principles of love and self-reflection, because these require more heart-based thinking. Yeah. Here our chest is corresponding to love. Yeah, it's using emotion, right? Okay, so abdomen of your body, belly, inside your belly, there's a self-reflection part using your enlightenment. So that is, it's the most deepest part of your soul. All right. And then now that we understand the relationship between the body and the soul, we have the basis for discussing some key steps you can take to examine your inner self. Basically, we can say that the areas of your head and chest are the main parts of your spiritual body. So, as I said, the soul is astral body. That is not physical body, but that is in the spirit world, but that has shape like our body, yet still. Then they are like body parts, such as heart, and then chest and abdomen, and then brain, that has still like the kind of parts of your body. Then basically we can say that when we practice self-reflection, we often use the area of our head to reflect upon our heart. Yeah. This is because we often need to use the mental aspects of our soul, such as our logic and intellect, to check and see if I have a bad emotion or not. That is checked by intellect and reason. So we use in the self-reflection time the intellect or reason from your brain parts to chest part. Right? So to be able to examine the intentions and emotions that arise from within our heart, the main place where love and self-reflection are practiced. Okay, so for example, when you reflect on relationship issues with your significant other, it's in this book, but I can say clearly romantic relationship. If you did wrongdoing in the romantic relationship, you should reflect from this part. Yeah, emotions is like a monster or animals, wild animals. Then you did a bad thing, okay? So you should, in that case, you should reflect by your brain to heart. You should reflect, yeah, I shouldn't do that. Firstly, by brain, because you cannot stop it. Yeah, emotion is like this animals, wild animals. So you should stop it before that is happening next by your brain. This is a work of intellect or reason, okay? You can see through the result of cause and effect by intellect and reason, all right? Okay, so then next, you're using your head to examine your spiritual heart and belly, the physical areas that such issues are mainly connected with, all right? In other cases, it may be necessary to use the beautiful sensibilities of your heart to reflect on the thoughts that you've been contemplating in your mind. For example, when you feel ashamed or wrong thoughts, your heart is at work, encouraging you to self-reflect, right? So if you did some kind of hidden bad steal, okay, but your heart knows your behavior, okay, but you did it, then your heart commands you to reflect on the bad behavior as a steal, like that. So this is not logical, but that was prompted by your heart. At this moment, you are kind of religious perspective. In the religious perspective, oh, I did wrong thing in my daily life, so I should reflect on myself, right? This is a work of our heart. All right, so you can use these terms in your daily life. Okay, so blue part is in your head, wisdom as intellect, progress as reason, and then pink part is in your chest and then belly, abdomen, love as emotion, self-reflection as enlightenment. Yeah, so you can check from the blue part to pink part sometimes. Okay, this is a difference, the very difference between man and woman, like that. So I put it into blue and pink. Man can easily use a brain, then sometimes criticize too much to others, but we cannot reflect on ourselves, not easily, by using the heart. Using the heart is very available by ladies more, okay? So you are very good at using your love and emotion. So you can raise your children, and then, yeah, you educate them as a good children. So you can scold them from your heart. You shouldn't do it, and you should do it very straightforwardly than men can do. Right? So this is kind of examples. Then we should go further from this stage. Yeah, as you can sow the mind in the very vertical way, like this. You can think about your mind right now. Then we can go furthermore about the section 4, the relationship between the stage of the mind and the spiritual form. So Master teaches us going furthermore from the 3 stages, like a mind, soul, and spirit. Above more, there's a stage as a spirit. We can use our invisible power. So let's listen to the lecture.
この魂であの世に帰っても、私たちが4次元誘拐というところで、呼んでいる4次元誘拐というところに住んでいる人たちは、まだ人間と同じような生活をしておるわけですね。手足があって、足というのが地面についておらんと、なかなか納得がいかない。そうしないと落ち着かない。それから中には、やはり地上時代と同じように、3度の食事をしてみたり、あるいは夜になったら眠たくなるような人たちもいっぱいいるんですね。これはまだ肉体というものを通して自分を把握している意識であるから、まだこうした手足や目鼻、こうしたものがついていないと安心ができない。こういう人たちなんですね。ところが、これが5次元、6次元、7次元、8次元というふうに、上段階に進んでいくと、事情が少しずつ違ってくるんでありますね。5次元ぐらい、いわゆる霊界、これは善人界とも言いますが、心の善なる人が帰っていく世界ですね。ここでは、調和された人たちが生活しておりますが、このあたりでもまだ生活の9割ぐらいは、そうした人体用の魂というものを用いて修行をしておるんです。しかし、時たま彼らは不思議な体験をして、こうした道を歩かねばならない存在、あるいは、高いところから飛び降りると死んでしまうような存在の自分ではなくて、思ったところに自由自在に行けるということを意識的に体験し始めるわけですね。4次元に住んでいる方はまだ偶然にたまたまそういうことがあるんですね。いろんな霊たちの導きによって、偶然自分が思ったところに姿を現したり、あの人と会いたいと思ったらそういう人が出てきたりとするような、こういう経験をするんですが、5次元ぐらいに行くと、ある程度意識的に様々な行動ができるようになる。そしてそうした行動をしておるときに、もしかするとこうした手とか足とかいうものがなくても、自分という意識というのは、あるいは存在し得るのではないか。こういうことを漠然とではあるけれども、彼らは経験するわけであります。これが魂が霊としての自覚を持ち始める頃なんですね。しかし5次元においてはまだこうした手や足というもの、人体というものにとらわれておって、身長163センチで死んだ人は163センチのままでいないとどうも気が済まない。そういうことがあるわけですね。しかし6次元深海というところがありますが、ここへ来ると多少話が変わってくるんですね。この世界にも様々な意識の段階というのがありますが、この6次元深海というところにおられる方の条件というのは、自分たちが神の作られた世界の中で生きておるということ。そして、この世界を統括しておるのが、神から流れ出した真理であるということ。これをはっきりと確信しているんですね。そして、この真理について、魂の学習をしている人たちが、6次元深海というところには多数いらっしゃるわけです。そうすると彼らは、だんだんに地上的な意識というものを拭い去ってきます。肉体的な意識、これを拭い去ってくるわけですね。そして、その真理、自分たちが学んだ真理に基づいて、そしていろんなことを試みるようになってくるわけであります。念ということに関して 本格的に各人が、探求心を起こし、研究心を起こし始めるのも、この6次元の頃なんですね。この境界に達した魂たちは、自分たちがこの人間のように有限な力を持っておるもんでないということを次第に気がついておるんですね。そしてその中ではいろんな念についての学習というものも行われておって、そして、先生役の光の天使がいて、あなた方の思いの本質というものは何かということを教えてくれるわけですね。で、習うことが、例えば自分が念じたものがその世界に現れるということをまず経験するわけです。今、この机の上にはガラスと水というこういうものがありますが、これを6次元進化の人たちは念の性質としてこうしたものを作り出すことができるということを知識として知っておるんですね。学ばされておるんです。ですから、こうしたグラスが欲しいと思うと、このグラスというのが机の上に出せる念によって、こういうことを経験しておるんですね。まだ4次元、5次元の人は偶然にそういうものがポッと出てくるようなことをいろいろ経験しておるけれども、意識的な努力としてそういうことができるということを確立できてないんですね。ところが6次元進化に行くと、こういうグラスならグラス、これを出そうと思ったら出せるということ分かります。で、これで経験すると、次はこのグラスの模様がありますが、この模様付きのグラスを出すということを考え始めます。そして、模様付きのグラスが出るようになる。すると、この次は水が出せないか。そういうふうに考えると、この水が入るわけですね。そして水が入ると飲んでみるわけです。こういうふうに飲んでみると、水の味がする。そうするとこれはどうやら地上時代に経験した水と一緒だな。これもわかるわけですね。そうすると自分の念で水とかグラスとかこういうものを作れることがわかるんですね。こういう経験を何十年か何百年かしていくわけです。しばらくすると、こういう水とかグラスとかだけじゃ面白くなくて、もっと違うものを作ってみようと考え始めますね。そうすると女性だと考えると、やはり衣服なんかもだいぶ気になってくるわけですね。もしかしてこれは自分が思った通りの衣服なんかも作れるんじゃないだろうか。こういうことを気がつき始めますね。そうすると、これに凝り始めるわけです。そして、水玉模様の服を着ておられる方いらっしゃいますけども、そういうふうに例えば水玉模様を考えてみるわけですね。そういう衣装というものを考えてみると、やってみる。最初失敗しますね。だんだら模様ができるわけですね。おかしい。しょうがないから、しばらく白のブラウスを練習してみる。で、白のブラウスができるようになる。スカートもだんだん自分の好みのデザインが思った通りにできてくるようになる。で、今度は水玉の例えば数を考えてみて、20個ぐらいつけてみようと考えて出してみると、17個しか出てこない。あと3個どこ行ったか。こんなことを考えるわけですね。で、こういう練習をし始めます。そして、こうした外のものじゃなくて自分の身の回りのもの、こうしたものも念の性質によってどうやら作れるらしい。こういうことを勉強していきます。その後では、服が作れるならもっと他にも作れるものがあるんじゃないか。こんなことをいろいろ考えるわけですね。女性なら、じゃあネックレスもおまけに出てこないかな。こう考えるわけです。そして、真珠のネックレスを出す練習をするわけですね。こんな勉強してるんです。ところが、修行の進んだ人が作ると、見事なネックレスができるんだけども、修行が進んでないとどうもうまくできない。こんなことでやってます。この辺まで来て、次に、考えるわけですね。自分というものは鏡があって、この鏡に映っておる姿が、これが昔見た、地上に見た姿と一致してないと落ち着かなかったけれども、もしかすると、この自分の姿も変えられるんじゃないだろうか。いろんな形を取れるんじゃないだろうか。こういうことを考えるわけですね。そうすると、衣装だけじゃなくて、自分の姿まで思えば、だんだん変化してくるということを彼らは知り始めるんですね。例えば、こういう体で満足しとったのが、もしかしたらもうちょっと大きくなれるんじゃないかと。こういうことを考えるわけですね。で、2メートルぐらいになれるんじゃないかと考えてみる。そうすると体が2メートルぐらいにスーッと大きくなっていくんですね。そしたら、今まで見えてた家とか、花とか木とかが小さく見えてくる。しばらく2メートルでこの辺歩いていると、だんだん気持ちが悪くなって、やっぱり怖くなって元のサイズに戻ってしまう。初めての経験はこんなもんです。しかし、しばらくすると、それも病みつきになってきて、じゃあもうちょっと大きくなってみようか。 そうすると、今度は体だけじゃなくて、手を伸ばそうとすれば伸びるんじゃないかなって思うと、やっぱり手が伸びるんですね。そうすると、首が伸びると気持ち悪いですけどね。そういう経験をします。すると、五体満足というけれども、地上の時に経験した五体というのは、これは自分のどうやら本質ではないらしいなということをね、6次元にいる人はだんだん気づいてくるんですね。それで、6次元にいると、霊としては高級霊の段階に入りますので、あの世で自分で修行しているだけでは十分じゃない。お前たちは地上人たちの指導もしなさい。こういうことを、学習の過程で言われるんですね。6次元よいとこ一度はおいでで、400年も500年もいらしてくれないんであってね、あなた方もちゃんと菩薩になる前の、7次元の菩薩に行く前の6次元にいるんだから、まず人助けの勉強を自分たちもしてみなさいということで、上級の霊たちからそういう指示が出るわけですね。それで、じゃあこちらの生活も慣れたから、ちょっと人助けもしてみたい。ということで、地上人の守護霊とか指導霊とかを任されることがあるわけですね。で、守護霊、指導霊という言葉も非常に多義性を持って今語られておって、皆さん方も一様にはつかみかねておると思いますが、守護霊というのは簡単に言えば自分自身に関係のある魂だと思っておいて間違いありません。で、指導霊というのは専門的な才能を持った霊ですね。そういう人が地上の人を指導する必要があるときにつくということですね。ですから、本人、地上による本人というのが、4次元、5次元ぐらいの、普通の魂であれば、6次元の方がつくということは、もうこれは指導霊がつくということでね、さらに高次な判断ができるようになる。例えば、6次元の人が指導するってどういうことをするか。専門家が多いわけです。学者であれば、論文のテーマみたいなのをインスピレーションで与えてみたり、詩人であれば、海岸を歩いているときに、思わぬ着想、詩の言葉というのが出てきます。画家であれば、絵ですね。これも相当インスピレーションの部分というのが大きいです。絵にも。こういうのを与えておる。これ仕事にしておるのがいるんですね。これが6次元の大体方なんですね。そういう職業とか専門に関しての指導をしておる。彼ら、あの世でだいぶ練習してくると、そうしたことを地上の世も指導し始める。そうすると、彼らは、自分の本質というのが、こういう肉体的な五体でないことを知っておるから、地上人を指導しておるんだけれども、その中で、地上人たちの中で、例えば霊視ができる人なんかいますね。こういう人がいると、そのままで私みたいにネクタイしてね、背広着て出てきたんじゃ、やっぱり指導霊って言ってもあんまり格がつかないですから、それなりの神様みたいな雰囲気を作ろうと思えば作れるんですね。それでいろんな、例えば間違ってない部分でのね、宗教のところへ出てくれば、根本の神様のような形をとって、神様として出てきたり、紳士をとってね、出てくる。こういうことがあります。こういうふうに自由自在にだんだんなり始めるわけですね。それから、この6次元の裏側にも、千人界、天狗界という世界がありますが、ここらへ行くと、その表側の世界よりももっと自由自在な、そうした変化の能力といいますか、神通力ですね。これを勉強しているところがあります。彼らはいろんなものに姿を変えるというような、そういう練習もしてますね。ここで人間以外のものになると。これが本質であるということを知り始めます。これが魂が霊としての自覚を持ち始める頃なんですね。
Right. So, yeah, amazing fact that you can see you as a soul, not the soul, but the spirit from six-dimensional world. So we are now on this stage as believers of happy science. Then you can be allowed to use your willpower to transform yourself, right? So as I said earlier, to change yourself acquires you to see your willpower will be actualized like a spirit world, even on earth, right? So you can experience like this on earth if you are becoming more spiritual. So please know that willpower you're shedding every day is kind of realized every day. So if you pray, it's realized in some way. But if you are more becoming spiritual, the power will be strengthened, and then actualizing is more firm and strong. All right. So if you cannot realize things by prayer, your spiritual awareness might be low, or the thing Master Ihokawa said, your willpower's direction is not good direction. The heavens don't want to help. So that is a goblin, long-nosed goblin, hermits, like monsters realm that is self-centered. Okay, if your wish or willpower is going to the self-centered direction, that is not helped by heaven. So you should check it in this book this year. So we are now going on the discipline in the sixth dimensional world with this book this year. Okay, the part of willpower is a little bit dangerous. If you are becoming spiritual more, you are becoming like a psychics. And then at this stage, you are very dangerous at the verge of crisis at the same time, because you misunderstood you as great psychic. Then it goes to the sixth dimensional world in the rare heaven. So there's a direction, two directions in the sixth dimensional world. It's going to the real heaven. It's going to the angels realm at seventh dimensional world, where we are aiming at. So please notice the fact that, and use your willpower to the utmost in the correct direction. So please know that your thinking way always realizes in your daily life, and you can find it in the discipline, seeing very carefully on your mind. Okay, then this discipline is very good. You can see your mind deeper, and your willpower is more strengthened, and your wish will realize in the future very well. Okay, so please utilize this power in a good way, and then create utopia on earth. Yeah. So if you can use this spiritual power in the good way, you can give love more. You can make others happier more. All right. This is what I'd like you to bring into your home today. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So let's go to the last lecture.
そういうふうに私たちはまず最初の探求を心の姿というところから探求していきましたが、実は心というものはその本質はもっともっと偉大なものであるということ、これへつながっていくわけなんですね。人体のような魂だと思っておったら、人体を超えた霊的な意識になってきて、この霊的意識がさらに大きくなってきて、もう役割だけになってくる。役割を超えると今度は源だけになってくる。こういうふうに、本当の姿というものがやがて遡っていくにつれて分かってくるわけであります。そういうことが心と魂と霊ということに関する話でありますが、そうするとこの魂、私たちの等身大に宿っておる魂を管理するためには、この中核である心の部分の管理をまずやらねばならんということですね。心の部分にはどうした領域があるか。すると、この中には先ほど言ったように、感情の部分、感性の部分があります。あるいは意志の部分、これがあります。あるいは理性の部分、知性の部分、こうしたものがありますね。ですから、まず自分の心を見つめるときに、そうしたバランスが 心を構成しておるもののバランスが取れておるかどうか。これがチェックの大点であります。自分の心のバランスをもう一度再確認せよ。そういうことですね。感情の領域がやたら膨れてはいないか。朝から晩まで、自分の気持ち、感情だけが膨らんで揺れていないかどうか。自分が感情だけの人間になっていないかどうか。こういう確認がありますし、あるいは意志の領域というのがありますね。自分の意図することを実現しようとする気持ちでありますが、この意志も非常に大事だけれども、これが固まって他の人々の意見を寄せ付けないような、そういう自分になっていないかどうか。意志が堅固であるということはいいけれども、Going my wayだけで他の人たちの心がわからないような自分になっていないかどうか。鋼のような意志は結構だけれども、これが決して曲がられないような、そういう不自由な意志になっていないかどうか。また、知性の領域であります。知性の中には、真知、すなわち、知という言葉で下に火が入っている、仏教でいう本物の知恵の方の知ですね。ここまで言っておればいいけれども、宗教家、牧師だとか、あるいはお坊さんだとか言って、昔の聖書を訓古学のように読んでおったり、仏教家は本当は魂の先生であるべきであるにもかかわらず、いつの間にか漢文の先生のようになっている自分を発見するのではないでしょうか。そうした知の部分が曲がって、そしてねじ曲げられて肥大しておる自分というのがないかどうか。これも知らねばならん。あるいは理性の部分もそうです。理性というのは人間の人生航路をうまく司っていくための羅針盤の役割を果たすんだけれども、この理性の部分ばかりがやたら発達してくると冷たい人間となっていきます。冷たくて他人の行動ばかりをやたら分析して、あの人はここが間違ってるからこうなってるとか、あの人はそのうちこうなるよ、ああなるよという、いわゆる批評家のような冷静な目だけでもって見て、私たちが本来魂において兄弟であり、一体であり、神の子であるということを事実、そういう温かい血が流れるような事実というのを忘れて、そして理性のみでもって物事を見、人々を見るようになっていったりします。このように私たちの心の中にある意志の領域、感情の領域、知性の領域、理性の領域、こうしたそれぞれの領域のバランスが取れておるかどうか、これがまん丸いボールになっておるかどうかね、これを第一点としてまず確認していただきたい。日々これを確認していただきたいんですね。これが正しき心の一つであります。では正しき心の探求の2番目は何か。こうした心のバランスだけではないわけですね。今言ったような様々な領域に分かれた心というのが、一つのボールを作っておって、その歪みや歪みがあるから、これをまん丸い釣り合いの取れたボールに戻すという努力が第一点でありましたが、第二点は、この心の上にかかっておる想念の曇りであります。このまん丸いボールの上に想念の部分があるわけですね。上部の部分にね、想念というものがあります。これが世に言う想念体の部分でありますが、これが心のボールの上位部分にあるわけであります。そして、この想念体のあり方自体が、皆さんの人生航路の幸不幸を実は分けておるのであります。しかし、例えば、愚痴とか、怒りとか、妬みとか、そねみとか、こうした否定的な感情、他人を生かすこともなく、自らも究極において生かすことがない、こうした利己主義的な思い、自己保存欲、自己保存の想念、こうした想念の誤りというのが、私たちの心の上にかかっておる、この想念体に曇りを作るわけであります。そして、この想念の曇り、想念の屋根というものを人間は知らず知らずのうちに40年、50年、60年の人生航路において心の歪み、それから悪しき思いの集積によって想念の曇りを作っていきます。そしてこの想念の曇りが神仏の光を遮っていくのであります。遮るとどうなるか。遮ると守護指導霊が皆さん方の人生航路を正そうと思っても、その導きの光が 自らの遮りによって遮られるわけであります。そして皆さんは自ら暗いジメジメしたところを欲しておるんです。知らずのままに、自らがそんな暗いところに入っておるということを知らないままに、自らの心に曇りを作って、そうした光を遮っておるんであります。私たちは幸福になる原理は、この想念の曇り、これが自分自身が作ったものである以上、これを自分の力で晴らさざるを得んのであります。それは祈りによってきれいにならないんです。絶対にならないんです。だから、間違ってはいけない。神仏の愛というものは、そんなもんじゃないんです。以上2つ言いましたが、今日の幸福の原理の中の一部分、心の原理として、私は簡単に2つだけを言っておきたい。一つは、心のバランスということを気をつけなさいということ。これが一つであります。もう一つは、自らの想念の曇りは、自らそれを見出し、自ら反省し、自ら取り除いて、そして元通りの素晴らしい心を取り戻しなさい。それ以外に本当の皆さんが幸福になる道はないということです。この二つを知っていただきたいと思います。長時間ありがとうございました。
Right. In conclusion, until you met happy science, the true religion, true God, you have been living a delusional life. I dare say, yeah, as your body, not a spiritual being. But after you met happy science, you started to recognize you as soul or mind and spirit. So the wrong thought on a soap tape on your ball of the mind, the shut the light from heaven or your guardian spirit. So first 10 years after becoming happy science member, you should do the cleaning of your thought tape on your thought, on your mind, on the top of your mind, and then you can straightly connect it to heaven. So you learned many truths that helps you to remove your attachment on this earth. So you should learn every single teachings from Master Hokawa. That is all method to remove your attachment by these all the teachings. So if you want to do great thing on earth, please take the first step to know the mind and clean up your thought tape on your mind. And then you can go to the world that you're living in the three-dimensional world at the same time, the spirit world, even on Mars. This is a state in the six-dimensional world described by this book, The Laws of Secret, this year. So I'd like you to attain this level for the first point, right? Then we have less time to reflect on ourselves because following Kigan Service is waiting for you. So please check and see if you are in this situation or not. Very short time. Okay, this should be very clearly answered. So next one. Sorry for too much short time, but you can notice something in you. Try on to the next. This is a warning to especially traditional monks in Buddhism. Yeah, they just chanting something, not controlling the mind. So, okay, the last thing we would go on next. All right, thank you. Okay, so let's move on to the Kigan Service with your clear mind by this self-reflection. Let us begin the prayer service from now on. Lord El Cantare, Master Yuhokawa, the primordial Buddha of the great universe, who has been guiding humanity from the beginning of creation. Thank you deeply for giving us your great wisdom and mercy every day. Please guide those of us who are taking the ritual prayer Kigan today to actively participate in realizing the ideal of the Lord with faith in you. Mick Matsuda, Kazuyo Sugiyama, Scott E. Nakamura, Beverly M. Mercado, Prayer for exorcising evil spirits. O Lord, may you grant me the power. O Lord, may you give me the force to exorcise evil spirits. O Lord, El Cantare, no evil spirit can withstand you. No devil can defeat you. O Lord, please assist me. O Lord, please fight beside me. Light, trust, light, trust. El Cantare, fight! Light, cross, light, cross, El Cantare, fight! Oh Lord, I thank you very much for your guidance. Kathy Sugitan. Beverly M. Mercado. Prayer for recovery from illness. O Lord, El Cantare, in the name of the Lord, nothing is impossible. All evil spirits fear the Lord. Every cause of illness must dissolve in the light of the Lord. O Lord, may you change your light to love and cure my illness. I believe in you, our Lord. You are omniscient and omnipotent. Ramu, Thoth, Rien al Crowd, a fearless Hermes, Gautama Siddhartha. Our Lord El Cantare, the omniscient and omnipotent, please pardon our wrongs. Give us the energy to live by, and courage and hope. El Cantare Healing. El Cantare Healing. I thank you for your guidance. Kazuyo Sugiyama. Setsuko Nomi. Prayer for success. Oh Hermes, may you give me the strength to progress. May you let me feel the breath of success. With you as my ideal, I wish to become like a clear wind of love, blowing through all the world. Oh Hermes, please give me success and make my dreams come true. Thank you for your guidance. Yuko Luke. Prayer for economic prosperity. Oh Lord, you are the guide, the light that illuminates our future. Oh Lord, you're almighty. Your wisdom makes even our economy prosper and builds a new civilization. Oh Lord, please allow me to help your work. Please open the path to economic prosperity. Show me the path to glory and guide me to the path to success. I thank you very much for hearing our wish. Emma Fukao. Success number one prayer, Ryuho Okawa. Lord, we students of success number one, are very thankful for the happiness of studying together at the knees of the Lord, guided by the Lord's light and teachings. We are truly happy that with our Dharma friends, at times we can challenge and encourage each other and also help each other. Lord, we students of success number 1 pledge to unite our tiny powers to realize the Lord's ideal, creating Buddha land utopia on earth. Every day, we will make efforts, discipline ourselves, and contribute to create utopia at home as one of our family members. Lord, we students of success number 1 will think that studying is also our spiritual training and develop the power of perseverance, concentration, and self-control. Lord, may you open up a path of growing in front of us. May you bless us so our thoughts will definitely be realized. Lord, we thank you very much for hearing our success number 1 prayer. Peter Foucault. Prayer to win friends and influence people. Special spiritual guidance by Dale Carnegie. Ryuho Okawa. Great work cannot be done without the power to win friends and influence people. Oh, Dale Carnegie, please give me the power to influence people. I hereby pledge to follow your teachings. Recognize that people have their reasons. Accept their importance. Think by putting myself in their place and bring the best out of them. Oh, Dale Carnegie, please give me the power to fulfill the sacred mission. I pledge to become genuinely interested in other people, be a good listener, and praise them from my heart. I pledge not to always brag about myself and not to always point out the faults of others. I will choose a path where others will happily cooperate by having high hopes in them. Oh, Dale Carnegie, I pledge to first admit my mistakes and acknowledge the good points of others. I will appeal to their nobler motives. And without persuading, I hope to get the same result as if I persuaded. I ask you sincerely for your heartfelt guidance. Lord Cantare, thank you very much for giving us your great light. We'll offer our sincere gratitude to the Lord. Thank you, Lord. Okay, this concludes our Sunday Kigan service today. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much for joining through online. Aloha. See you again. Next week, I'll broadcast this service from Kauai. Please join us service again. Bye.